Hi guys, Egypt here, and I'm going to be doing a Total War Shogun 2 commentary for the Crossroads map in a 1v1 matchmaking battle with large funds. I am playing as the Hello Kitty colored army, and my opponent, ippeisotu, I have no idea how to say that, is playing as the navy in gold. My army consists of a new tactic for me, and that is going to be 5 Naginata Samurai, 3 Matchlock Warrior Monks, 3 Veteran Katana Samurai, 2 Yari Samurai, also veteran, 2 Yari Cav, and 1 Light Cav. All my Cav is also veterans. My opponent is using 3 Bow Ashigaru, 8 Naginata Warrior Monks, 4 Yari Ashigaru, 2 Yari Samurai, and 2 units of Yari Cavalry that are hidden in this forest right over here. My opponent's strategy is to basically hold this hill and harass me with his Bow Ashigaru units. My strategy is going to be to engage as many of his units as possible with my highly armored and very defense-oriented Naginata Samurai, while my Matchlock Warrior Monks fire directly into their rear to cause morale damage. I'm kind of gaming the system in that I know that the friendly fire penalty is not super high, and matchlocks simply do not do a lot of damage. However, they do incredible damage to enemy morale, and I'm going to count on that to help break these Naginata Warrior Monks, which have some of the highest morale in the game. So basically, I'm just going to walk my army forward and charge up the hill as quickly as possible. My Katana Samurai exist to sort of shore up any holes that might appear in the line of Naginatas, and they are also going to be useful for flank charges. The Yari Samurai are extremely weak when fighting pretty much anybody that's not like Yari Ashigaru or archers, so I'm going to hold them in reserve to either attack cavalry or get a flank charge later on, or simply to deter his cavalry from attacking into my rear. Since I am relying on my Matchlock Monks to win this battle for me, I am going to have to protect them. I position my Yari Cav out here on my left flank, in order to keep them safe and to keep them in a good position to charge the flanks of his armies once we are engaged. Their primary target is going to be his cavalry so that they can then get to their work without any disruption. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to advance, walking at first to conserve fatigue on my Naginatas, especially since I'm going to be running uphill. But as soon as I start to take arrow fire, I am going to start running. I also know that because he's on the hill here, he's going to be able to rain down arrows pretty accurately on my general, so that's going to be a big concern for me. One thing that I noticed was that he did not protect his left flank or my right flank a lot. So my goal when I was charging him was going to be to get on here and break these units out as quickly as possible. I realized that he had these Yari Ashigaru up here, and they were going to be pretty easy for me to break on the flank.
Treacherously meant to ambush us.
So you can see he's shooting arrows at me, and the great thing about Naginata is that they have really high armor. So even taking a full volley, I'm only going to lose a couple of monks running up this slope in what would have done a lot more damage to Katana Samurai. While ordinarily I like to use Katana Samurai for charging and to do the main work, for this particular tactic, or one might even say gimmick, I am going to need the armor of the Naginatas to also resist my own matchlock fire. So you can see here, I engage his entire line with just 4 units of Naginata Samurai. These Naginatas are actually free on the flank, so they're going to get a flank charge in here against these Yari Ashigaru. I'm also starting to move up my Katana Samurai. These are going to charge on the flank here, hopefully to break that area, and then these guys, my Yari Samurai, are going to eventually move in for a flank charge, or protect me from this cavalry, which is still back there. I made a big mistake here and let these warrior monks through a gap in the line, so I had to charge with the Katana Samurai here to hold them at bay, which is actually not going to work very well. As you can see, these guys are disappearing.
Our general is in grave danger, my lord.
You can hear my advisor, he's yelling at me about my general. I'm going to start moving him away from archer fire pretty randomly. I did lose 1 unit of Naginata here, but I'm going to take my general over here and help out with the morale. What really saved me this game is this disappearing right flank. The Yari Ashigaru quickly were broken. I was able to get flank charges in with the Katana Samurai and the Naginatas, and get the Gaseous Dolphin unit here up against more Yari Samurai, which is a favorable engagement. I attribute that quick break to the warrior monks and the matchlock morale debuff, which has really won a lot of games for me. I'm going to move them up here to fire into the flank once again. I know these Katana Samurai are going to be hurting from this, but I don't really care right now. On the left flank, you can see that my Yari Samurai got a hold of his Yari Ashigaru, which also didn't go well. The warrior monks are going to continue firing. You can see it does really nasty damage to the morale of all the Ashigaru units here. I got my Yari Samurai into the rear of his cavalry here. It's going to be a great time for me to charge in with my my own Yari cavalry. I was holding them back for the right moment. This mess up here is going really well in my favor. He has just 1 unit of Naginata warrior monks, which are holding because of their incredibly high morale, but they're quickly being dropped by pretty overwhelming numbers. Also, the matchlock warrior monks are doing a good job of killing their morale. Over here, he charged in his Yari cavalry. I was able to keep them blobbed up with my my own cavalry. I did take a lot of losses with my Yari cavalry, but simply pinning them in place for my matchlocks to shoot at them was definitely worth the sacrifice. Actually, for this game, one of my matchlock warrior monks units got over 300 kills. I think it was close to 325. He has, I actually got that wrong, he has close to 3 or 4 units of Yari cavalry, so he did catch a unit of matchlock warrior monks up here. But what's great about the warrior monk is that they do have high morale, so he's going to hold for a while, and they also have really excellent reload skill. So you can see a lot of stuff is sort of going wrong for the matchlocks right now, but I don't really care because I own the top of this hill, and I'm going to be able to charge downhill now into the rest of his units. I have 1 unit Katana Samurai back here. They're going to come back into the fight now. These matchlock warrior monks are going to get set up on the hill over here, and they're going to fire down into the melee for more morale damage. And these matchlock monks are hilariously holding their own while the rest of the army comes down on them. I decided to dismount my general and put him into the stand and fight formation here after using rally, which is just going to give a huge morale boost to all my units and allow me to finish the fight here. I just, like you heard, I did just kill their general, so downhill charge routes the rest of the guys. You can see a lot of devastation here. I ended up killing almost 1,900 guys while losing 1,100. I did lose a lot of Naginata Samurai, but you can see that I still have at least 2 units on the battlefield, and I think the tactic would work even better versus non-monk units, as they would break much sooner.